Our next program tonight features that fearless fighter with fantastic features, the Topnotch Tangler.
Oh, now you're making me blush.
Ms. Kimberly Benson, the hero behind the mask, has been forcibly taken back in time to 1997 by the Staten Island Fairy.
The Topnotch Tangler will save my brother's life.
Her brother was Justice, one of the nation's premier superheroes, who died in the Supers War of 1997. He left behind a daughter, Lady Liberty, who has been serving alongside the Staten Island Fairy in the Freedom Fighters, an important superhero team in our time.
I didn't even know that I had an aunt.
To ensure the Topnotch Tangler's cooperation, the Staten Island Fairy has brought hostages. Her husband, Carl Darling.
Where are we?
Adam Carson, a.k.a. the Cosmic Comet.
Oh, thanks kindly for considering me a worthy hostage.
And the other members of the Freedom Fighters, Dawn of Justice and Midwest Marvel.
I don't like this one bit.
Howdy do.
The hostages are being held captive by Staten Island Fairy's long-hidden mole within the Tiptown Police Department, Kristin Smith.
Don't move a muscle, or I'll have to kill you.
Can our hero save the day and return to her time?
Who's that flying through the sky?
The Topnotch Tangler, the Topnotch Tangler.
Beating senseless the bad guys.
The Topnotch Tangler, the Topnotch Tangler.
Prettier than an apple pie.
The Topnotch Tangler, the Topnotch Tangler.
Here she comes, there she goes, bye-bye.
The Topnotch Tangler, the Topnotch Tangler.
Hey everybody, I'm on the scene. No need anymore to flee or scream. I'm here for you, so have no fear. I'll knock those villains right on their ear.
She's the best, she's really tough. Spontaneous evil schemes and ropes and knots. She's the hero of Tiptown thieves, cleaning up our dirty streets.
I'm here for you, so have no fear.
The Topnotch Tangler deserves a cheer.
Hooray!
Who's the bestest gal around?
The Topnotch Tangler, the Topnotch Tangler.
Keeping safe our own Tiptown.
The Topnotch Tangler, the Topnotch Tangler.
She'll pound those criminals in the ground.
The Topnotch Tangler, the Topnotch Tangler.
And turn every kid's frown upside down.
The Topnotch Tangler, the Topnotch Tangler.
There she goes, fighting crime.
I'll do my best to make you proud. Now it's time to disperse the crowd. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Get home safe.
There she goes again. The Topnotch Tangler.
Tonight's episode, Pop Pop. We begin near a field in a rural part of the country.
Moo. Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo.
Well?
Oh, Melvin Mookowman said they definitely turned left up ahead.
I knew it! They're heading to Keyburg City.
Makes sense, Carson. That's where the Supers War was mainly fought.
But, Commissioner Darling, we still don't know where specifically in the city they'll be.
I suspect wherever Justice is.
Why would you think that, Carson?
Remember, Christine, the drug wore off on me quick. I heard it all.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd heard that much.
Yep, sure did. What I didn't hear was why in the heck you were working with the villains.
We are not villains. We're saving a life.
Uh-huh, that's what Staten Island Fairy is doing. That's not what you're doing.
I am part of it.
Carson's right. What did she offer you, Smith, that was worth betraying us all for?
I didn't betray you. I said
You
that I'm
did.
saving a life.
Carl's right, you did. But you had to have had a good reason, right?
Of course I did. I'm gonna be a hero.
You were a hero. You were a cop.
That's not the same thing.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, Commissioner. I trust the Topnotch Tangler when she says you're one of the good ones, but not everyone in a uniform lives by the same code as you.
That's right. Nor can they do the things the superhero types can do, and like I'll be able to do soon.
Well, what do you mean there?
The Staten Island Fairy promised me if I helped them, she would get me powers.
She doesn't have the ability to give powers, does she?
Not that I know of.
Not her, Dr. Noah.
Dr. Noah can give powers? But then why?
She's done it before.
Oh no, she wasn't. Oh goodness.
What is it, Cosmic Comet?
There was a scientist who used to experiment on people, giving them powers. That's part of what the Supers War was all about.
Yep, that was Dr. Noah.
People died because of the experiments she did on them.
Yeah, but she's gotten a lot better at it. She learned from her mistakes.
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't sound like she has.
In Keyburg City.
Wow. So this is Keyburg City.
Yes, my old stomping grounds. Are you sure we can't?
Trying to save the city would irreparably harm the timeline. Remember, we tried it.
Right. I just thought maybe the Topnotch Tangler could?
That's a huge change. No way that wouldn't have massive repercussions.
Well, it's just as well. Pimmer did give me more resources than I had here.
I've given you all the resources you'll ever need.
True. So what's the first step?
First, we should hide Dr. Noah.
You don't have a say in this, Topnotch Tangler.
But she is right. Remember the one attempt where you ran into yourself? It was a disaster. If I hadn't been able to reverse
if I'm in hiding, how can I save justice?
I thought that was why you brought me forward.
It is, but you'll need my help.
Why would I need your help?
Because it's my fault he died in the first place.
I don't understand. You killed my father?
No, of course not. I made your father.
Made him?
Must we go through this tedious exposition? Yes, I think we'd better, if you want me to be able to solve this thing.
I made superheroes in the 1990s, right here in Keyburg City. In fact, I made some of the greatest, almost all the original freedom fighters. Truth, Justice, the Atomic Woman, the Jolly Giant.
Those were all you?
Truth was my mother.
It's Truth's fault your father is dead. She's the one that convinced him they could be superheroes. She was always jealous of me because my powers are real.
A genetic mutation.
Is that why you weren't around, Aunt Faye? Why I didn't know you? Because you and my mother couldn't get...
That's right. As you can see, she was the one who was wrong.
But I can fix it now. I've had years to perfect my method. Look at you now.
Look at me?
Yes, Lady Liberty. Who do you think stabilized you? The product of two genetically made superheroes.
I did not.
You're the only reason I work with Dr. Noah now instead of destroying her where she stands. I would have had I been able to get to her years ago, but you're proof that her methods work.
And my mom, I was told that the cancer had weakened her too much.
Yeah, she had deteriorated far too much before I figured out what had gone wrong. There was nothing I could do.
You killed my mother.
I made your mother. Without me, there would be no truth, no justice, no freedom fighters. The world is safe today because of what I did.
But you also caused the Supers War, didn't you?
I had nothing to do with that damn war.
What do you mean, the Topnotch Tangler?
To be honest, I didn't know what the war was really about before now, why some superheroes would turn on others. But if the freedom fighters were the genetically modified and then the other side...
were the naturally made heroes, yes. We lost the war and history is written by the victors.
But you managed to switch sides.
And eventually, after many years and the scars of the war had faded and no one remembered who I was anymore, I hadn't been so big back in the day anyway. I was just getting started, not someone on the national scene yet. Made it easier to come out later.
So all of this is your fault, Dr. Noah.
You're welcome. I made the world safe.
There were heroes before you ever interfered.
Of course, there will always be heroes, but there has also always been villains. And my life's work has been to allow us to pick the champions who save us from the dark side.
You are the dark side.
You know nothing, child.
This isn't productive. Let's get back to the plan. Dr. Noah is going to hide, and I think Lady Liberty had better hide with her.
But it is not fair
then
to put...
Staten Island Fairy. You'll need to help me find justice so I can figure out what must be done.
No problem.
I do not want to stay with her.
You're no picnic yourself.
You are the
Lady
answer to
Liberty. If you want me to try to save your father, and I'm not saying it can be done, but if you want me to try, this is what I need from you.
All right, the Topnotch Tangler. For my father, all right. But I don't like you.
Elsewhere, a group walks through a cornfield.
Ugh, this is awful.
We're almost through, Lieutenant Smith.
Don't call her a lieutenant. She isn't with the force anymore.
Oh, sorry. What should I call her then?
Smith's fine. Or Kristin. Or Bionic Badass. How does that sound for a superhero name?
No.
Pretty lame, if you ask me.
Well, I wasn't asking you, Donna Justice, D-O-N, Don. Puns are the lowest form of humor.
I beg to differ. In fact,
How much further, Midwest Marvel?
Oh, not too far.
I don't see why we had to abandon the truck. It doesn't seem like walking through a cornfield will be a shortcut.
As the prisoner, you don't have any say in the matter.
You think I'm your prisoner? I'm humoring you, because once we get to the Staten Island Fairy, she'll flip the tables again, lickety-split.
She's right. Do we have any defenses against the Staten Island Fairy?
I'm afraid her powers seem to be quite a bit more than we knew. But we're the freedom fighters. We'll stop her.
Isn't she a freedom fighter too?
Not anymore.
We'll see who the real freedom fighters are when this is over.
Staten Island Fairy promised you a spot on the team?
There will be plenty of openings.
Well, we aren't currently looking to expand there.
I think she means they don't intend us to return with them, Midwest Marvel.
Oh, gee golly. Oh, that's terrible.
Well, they won't get away with it.
Ha! Says the bozo in the costume trudging through a cornfield.
Now listen here.
Wait, what's that?
Morons. You think I didn't have a backup plan in case you tried something like this?
Backup plan?
Drones. You're about to be surrounded by them, all armed to the teeth.
Where did you get drones in 1997?
We have the resources of Pimmer Labs at my disposal, and not Pimmer of the 1990s. We brought some things back.
Does that mean Dr. Noah isn't the only scientist working with you?
Duh! We're dealing with superheroes. We weren't gonna just assume we could keep hold of you, and now you're surrounded and trapped, so you're my prisoners again.
Until we escape again.
I can fly pretty fast, but I'm not sure I can outrun those drones.
I'm sure I could, but I can't carry all of you at once.
And would you really leave them behind? I don't think so.
Maybe with 2 trips.
Don't worry about me. Go, Carson.
But Midwest Marvel...
I'll be fine. Pop, pop.
What in tarnation?
As Midwest Marvel throws his hands up, the entire field erupts in popcorn, the ears spontaneously bursting. Taking advantage of the situation, Carson grabs Carl and Dawn of Justice and speeds away.
Phew! That was a close one.
But we left Midwest Marvel behind.
He gave us a chance, Carson.
He'll be all right. Trust me. He's a freedom fighter. He can take care of himself.
At a hospital in Keyburg City.
You're sure Justice is going to be here?
His wife's about to give birth up there. Where else would he be?
Fair enough. But then shouldn't we be up in the hospital itself?
History shows my brother never met his daughter. He didn't go in. But I know he never missed this.
Why couldn't we have just gone back a little earlier in time before he was...
A dark figure dressed all in black with a blindfold over the eyes appears behind them.
Hold it right there. Who are you and what are you doing outside the hospital?
Us? Who are you?
I am Pureblind, and you both have some explaining to do.
Well, that's it for another episode. Who is Pureblind? Where is Justice? Will we ever see Midwest Marvel again? Come back and find out next time on the Topnotch Tangler.
It's All Been Done Radio Hour number 536. The Topnotch Tangler number 61, Pop Pop, was written by Jerome Wetzel and directed by Nick Arganbright. It starred Samantha Stark as Kimberly Benson, a.k.a. the Topnotch Tangler, Keith Jackson as Commissioner Carl Darling, Joe Morales as Adam Carson, a.k.a. the Cosmic Comet, Katie Boissoneault as Christine Smith, Ashley Clements as the Staten Island Fairy, Kristin Green as Lady Liberty, Marianne Dean as Dr. Noah, Ryan Yohe as Midwest Marvel, Shane Stefanchik as Dawn of Justice, and Nick Arganbright as Pureblind. Our narrator is Darren Esler, our Foley artist is Megan Overholt, our technical director is Shane Stefanchik, and our music director is Kristin Green. The Topnotch Tangler theme song was composed by Nathan Haley and performed by Nick Arganbright, with lyrics by Jerome Wetzel. Please check out our website, iabdpresents.com, and support us at patreon.com/IABD, where you can get raw audio, video, and more exclusives of our show. So check that out and have a great week. It's All Been Done presents
Who's got the time?